How's it going, everyone? Today's goalie tip video will be about post play and stopping wraparounds. Knowing when to hold the post as well as which post moves to use is very important in competitive play, as top teams will take advantage of goalies who struggle with their posts. I'm going to go over the basics of post play, 3 types of post moves, tips for wraparounds, and a very helpful goalie positioning guide at the end. Just a heads up, there is a lot of information in this video. The first tip about post play is very simple. When you are on the post, hold down the post button and only let go when you are planning to leave the post. EA does have a toggle feature, but that means you would have to constantly repress the post button every time you wanted to switch posts. Keep it simple, and holding down the post button will be much easier. Now let's talk about the reverse VH position, or the RVH. To enter the reverse VH, aim the left stick towards your post and at the same time press the butterfly and post button. Also, if you simply use the right stick when the puck is behind your net, you will automatically enter the reverse VH. This is used to stop wraparounds and cover as much of the net as possible when skaters from behind the goal line try and come up and snipe short side. Post-to-post movement has been sped up in NHL 18, so wraparounds should be easier to save and are almost always our fault if we get wrapped. To avoid getting faked by skaters behind the net, it's best to switch posts when the puck lines up with the middle of your net. Remember that top skaters will most likely go with the backhand wrap, as the animation is much faster than the forehand. I'm going to rewind this clip a couple of seconds for you guys so you can see how quickly the skater is able to enter a backhand wrap animation the moment he touches the puck. It's a play a lot of top clubs use, so it's best if you recognize it right now. If you accidentally switch posts, let's say you get faked out by a skater behind the net, you can use the left or the right stick to quickly get back to your original post. I personally use the left stick, but it is a very helpful tool that we can cancel our animations from this position. Some goalies in the reverse VH, they like to have precision movement off, meaning that if your default setting is on, you'll have to hold down the precision modifier button. There are 2 main reasons for this. The first is that with a full push of the left stick, your goalie will slide all the way to the other side of the crease, which can help for one-timers at your back post. But if you want to push yourself towards the middle of the crease, you would have to go back to precision movement, otherwise you will run the risk of sliding too far out of your crease. The second is that with a small flick of the left stick towards the inside of your post, your goalie will nudge himself off the post just a little bit. If you need to get back onto the post, you can quickly do so with the post button, but it also helps that you're slightly closer to the middle of the crease. If there is a centering pass in front of your net, you're in a slightly better position. Personally, I do not hold down the precision button. I do use those moves, but I'm more comfortable pressing that button when I need it instead of holding down the button the entire time. It is different for every goalie. Lots of goalies do like to hold down the button, so just try them out and see what works best for you. Our next post move is the stand-up post hug. This is done by aiming towards the post with the left stick and pressing the post button. This is best used when the puck is at a wide angle and close to the boards. By closing off short side, any shots from these angles will result in an easy save. One positive thing for this post move is coming off the post to make one-timer saves. Moving up with the left stick should put you in position for shots from the circles and along the boards. By moving directly to the side with the left stick, this helps if you need to stay deep in your crease for plays right in front of your net. And for situations where you need to challenge the shooter in the middle of the ice, moving diagonally with the left stick will help you get towards the center of the crease. If you accidentally switch posts using the stand-up post hug, the only way to cancel this move halfway through is by pressing the butterfly button. The next post hug is the vertical horizontal position, or the VH. This is done by first holding the post and then holding down butterfly. This is, in my opinion, the worst of the post moves, but it is necessary in specific situations. While in the stand-up post hug, if the puck starts to make its way down towards the edge of the trapezoid, drop down to the VH. If the puck suddenly comes out to the front of the net, you'll be covering more of the net and you'll have a better chance to make the save than if you were using the stand-up post hug. Now I'm going to talk about some of the negatives of the VH, as there are a couple. First, if you accidentally switch post hugs from the VH, there is no way to cancel the animation. And second, moving off the post from this position can be a little bit too extreme. the smallest nudge of the left stick and you will slide a lot more in the crease than the other post moves. If you need a big push, then that's fine, but the lack of precision options is definitely not a good thing in my opinion. If the VH is bad, why can't we transition from the stand-up post hug to the reverse VH with the right stick? Well, the answer is you can, but if you do it from the same post, your goalie will end up with half of his body glitched inside the post. Obviously, it's not where we want to be, and this means now we're going to have to waste more time fixing our goalie instead of focusing on our position. So as I said, the VH does have its problems that EA can hopefully fix, but it is needed in specific situations, as I mentioned earlier. If those problems are fixed, it's going to be a lot more useful, a lot less headaches, and we can just go back to, focusing on goalie. Here is a goalie positioning guide I have for you guys. Green is where I would suggest using the stand-up post hug. Red is for the reverse VH. Yellow would be the rarely used VH if it's needed. If the puck is stuck behind your net, sit in butterfly until the skater commits to one side. And if the puck is in the corner, you do not need to hold the post, as they cannot score from the corner. Stay near the post, look for any passing options in front of your net, and be ready to adjust the situation when the puck leaves the corner. Those are my tips and tricks regarding post play and wraparounds. Please click the like button and don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications button for alerts on the best goalie tips for NHL 18. Also check out the EA NHL Goalie subreddit for more goalie content from the NHL community. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.